Let's take us to our talk of the tape. Will mega cap earnings deliver, and where do stocks go from here? Let's ask Adam Parker. He's the founder and CEO of Trivariate Research, a CNBC contributor, back with me at Post 9. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me, as always.
You say you are more bullish now than you were at the start of this month.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I think we got a downdraft based on perception about hawkishness. You got a little bit of rates finally making some stocks sell off, and I think, the earnings trajectory doesn't really look different to me than it did on April 1. So all else equal, when stocks go down and the earnings don't change, I guess I like them a little bit better.
But I mean, this idea of higher for longer was going to have an impact at some point. We can't just dismiss the fact that rates are higher for likely longer, right? And the impact that might have on multiples and just overall sentiment, right?
Yeah, I think when we look through, the initial reaction, though, what you're left with is, do you really want the economy and unemployment to get bad such that you need all those cuts? Or is there like a Goldilocks scenario where economy holds in okay, earnings are pretty good, and you can dream accommodations coming? I think what freaked people out a little bit was just, there was some commentary, but maybe we need to hike one more time. And that, I think, was a little bit surprising to some people. But when I look at earnings season so far, and we have, as you know, a couple hundred companies coming here in the next 10 sessions. So they're still
starting in an hour, right?
An hour.
With Meta.
Yeah. I mean, NVIDIA's May 22nd. Everyone has that memorized and circled, so there won't be any missing that. But I do think that when we look at what's happened so far, pricing's been pretty good. I haven't seen major misses from any important companies in terms of the revenue outlook. And I think the earnings trajectory looks intact. And as we've talked about for months now, margins are still pretty good for a lot of companies. So I think that bull story of cyclical, structural, and AI on margins is still well in place. And so, sure, financial conditions can tighten, made me freaked out for a couple of weeks, but I still think that bull story is in the lead.
The idea of no cuts or later cuts, maybe one cut, if we get any cuts, right?
Right.
You say, quote, no action is the bull case.
Yeah.
I don't hear too many people saying that.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I hear that.
I'd like to do a no Fed May if I could. Yeah.
I hear, okay, well, the economy's so strong. Wait, we don't need rate cuts, but you suggest no cuts is the actual bull case.
Yeah, I sometimes think that the dream of the accommodation is better than the reality, right? Because if we actually get to the reality, it probably means we have some deteriorating data that's a little bit surprising to the downside versus where everyone's head is today. If it's, hey, things are pretty good, but they're slowly eroding, but unemployment still looks kind of low, and inflation might have a little bit of a cyclical uptick before it comes down. We need to make sure people believe we're going to get it down to 2 eventually someday. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we're going to be accommodated, but we're data dependent. We're data dependent, that thing they always say. That might be a juicier scenario for equities than things are eroding and they're getting bad, and the consumer's slowing, and whatever would be the precursor for people thinking there's going to be, a serial set of cuts coming. So I just kind of meant sometimes the pause can be good. Yeah.
What do you think's most important this week? Meta, Microsoft, Alphabet, or PCE on Friday? If you had to choose, rather than just say they're all important. I'm heading you off at the pass. I'm not letting you take the easy way out.
I'm not afraid to be wrong, as I am all the time. I think that corporate earnings could create more volatility if they go the wrong way. I think the PCE, it's like, look, we kind of know where we are, I feel like.
Do we? I mean, after CPI, the last few CPIs, I think we're kind of wondering where we are.
But I don't think we're going to get I would be surprised if the data were incrementally hawkish such that people thought, now we're going to hike for sure. I mean, if that happens, sure, I guess there's a little bit of risk to that, but I don't think that's the base case or something I would pre-position for. I think more likely you want to hear that the fundamental trajectory of the AI story is intact, there's new product, all that kind of stuff. The thing that would make the market go down, in my opinion, would be Meta telling NVIDIA that they're good they're good for a quarter or two. Then I think we'd get, the earth would stop rotating. I think that's not very likely. I think they're going to continue to invest.
I mean, they've already sort of come in on the drunken sailor idea of just spending and spending and spending and spending, right? They've had this year of efficiency. But to circle it back to Meta, these guys, I don't know which one and when, or maybe all of them, they need to invest in power.